Reisman hanging out.
Hey.
Talking about choosing it or losing it.
We are.
Now, usually we have a theme, but today the theme is just going to be extreme. So,
Extreme.
choose it or lose it, as you all know, if you watch CityLine, is all about making a better choice.
You're right.
When you are out there and you are faced with all of this fast food, right? Because life is fast, we get it. But why not make the better choice if you possibly can?
Absolutely.
Now, extreme means that these are all of the ones that these are sort of like the biggest ones that stand out.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot in the book, and I'm so thrilled, Tracy, that the book has finally come out and hit the bookstores.
Yes.
It's Choose It and Lose It, and this is just out of 65 restaurants, just 4 that we've picked. But it gives you an idea that it's not always intuitive. We always think we know what the better choice is. Not always. I mean, it fools me. So
it fools me every single time.
All right, so
let's start by talking about meat.
Let's go to the keg. I mean, the keg has got, mouth-watering. My kids think of the keg, especially the boys. Yeah. So you're looking at the prime rib here. Now, that looks like a nice piece. That's just 10 ounces.
It looks so healthy.
So healthy, okay, with mushrooms, some frizzled onions, and a little bit, of course, of au jus, okay?
Of course.
This comes in at 1,050 calories, 59 grams of fat. Women should be having about 75, 80 grams of fat in their day.
Yeah.
More shocking is 2,500 milligrams of sodium.
2,500? How much should we have in a day?
In a day, 1,500. So we've overdone it there. But you know what? Once in a blue moon or on a Sunday, you're good. Here's the key. Take a look through it. You can see
the fat.
How it's marbled with fat. And when it's warmer, you don't always see the fat. It's a little translucent. This is the stuff, when it's marbled, is clogging your arteries over years.
Right.
45% of that steak is marbled fat.
Wow.
And that's equivalent to, I always love this comparison, 10 tablespoons of butter in terms of calories. So, I don't know,
Why
Tracy,
not just
for
eat
you?
this,
No,
folks?
I don't know about
just spoon it in.
You know, if it was the exhibition, it might be a go, but
no, you'd have to deep fry it first.
But what I love is that I'm not telling you in Choose and Lose It to go and have the piece of steamed fish if that's not what you want.
Right.
You can have a beautiful sirloin steak. Take a look at that with 30% less fat, and if the camera can just look inside, there's no marbled fat in there.
Right.
It really looks beautiful with some nice veggies. This comes in at half the calories, 500 calories. 22 grams of fat versus almost 60 grams of fat.
So it's the cut.
It's the cut.
It's about the cut.
All about the cut. So you have to know.
So do sirloin instead of...
Absolutely, prime rib. And wait, I didn't tell you, this is 12 ounces, that's 10. So you're getting a lot more ounces.
That's bigger,
right.
Or that weighs more.
It's bigger, and it's just the fat that ends up killing you. So in the end, even though we're trying to reduce the amount of meat we eat, if you want to go to the keg, enjoy that. And it's just as delicious.
Oh, very good.
And I should tell you, the jus is where a lot of the sodium is also. So you got to be careful of that.
Don't add the extra
All right.
jus.
Now we go to kernels. And popcorn, we all know movie theater popcorn's not the best for us. But the minute you hear double butter popcorn. Remember, double is double trouble every time you're, and if you hear triple, oh my God, go out the door. This is small. This is 9 cups. Now, it may not look so small, but that's what a bag is of 9 cups. It's the smallest size there.
This is the small?
Yeah, that's the small.
But it filled that bowl?
It filled that bowl.
Okay.
So if
you know what? They used to have the little kitty one too.
Yeah, they did. I didn't see. Yeah, you're right. That's one to get.
The little kitty one.
Before I show you the equivalent, I want you to look at the names. Double butter, and then this is double. This is butter salt. So you still hear butter. It's confusing to the consumer which one. But hold on. This comes in at almost 1,400 calories, 42 grams of fat.
Ooh,
half of it is saturated, 1,800 milligrams of sodium. Why? The ingredients here are sugar, butter, and glucose, first 3 ingredients. Equivalent to having 16 Rice Krispie squares in terms of fat.
All of these?
All of these, 16 of them there.
But when would you ever do that?
But instead, maybe
once,
sometimes, yeah.
Not often.
On those days. But what you could do is choose a butter salt. So the butter salt, it's, you know, I really wish that they would, I'm hoping this book will help change restaurants in general, but maybe change the name because people avoid it because it says butter. This comes in at 400 calories versus 1,400.
That's so much better.
21 grams of fat versus 42.
Yeah.
2 grams saturated versus the 24, and only 350 milligrams of sodium versus the 1,800.
So is there any reason for people to believe that when they're having popcorn that they've bought outside of their home that it's still a healthy snack? Because that's what that popcorn has the reputation for being healthier. If I was going to pick a humongous chocolate bar, which is what I want every day, and I might say to myself, no, I'm going to go for the popcorn instead, I'm not necessarily making a better
sometimes
choice.
it depends where you get the popcorn. In movie theaters, remember, it's already cooked in oil. So your best bet is honestly air popped. Get a popping machine at home, put some seasoning on, even put a little butter on. But you control it.
And take your big bag to the movie theater with your popcorn in it. I didn't say it, I'm just saying.
We won't.
You'll save some money too.
So now we got to go to Baskin Robbins. And again, I love this because you're going to see something that's visually quite unusual. This one here is called, let me see, we've got the peanut butter sundae cup. All right, well, it's called triple. So you've got triple peanut butter ice cream, triple little Reese's chocolate bar in there, and peanut sauce. Coming in at 1,220 calories and 80 grams of fat.
For that little
Yes, because it's pure ice cream and it's peanut butter ice cream, okay? It's the same as having, I love this, 11 Dairy Queen ice creams, the small, in terms of fat. You could have, is that 11? Did I count right there?
That's not, there's even, no, there's less. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Oh, there should be 11 here.
So
all right,
11.
So 11 of these equal that. But when you're having pure fat ice cream, lots of this chocolate, peanut butter sauce and fudge sauce, it's concentrated. Now look at this. This is okay.
Looks bigger.
A little bit of Reese's Pieces in there, but it's made with the soft serve frozen yogurt. It's night and day. So this comes in at 640 calories versus a 1220 half. 29 grams of fat versus the 80 grams of fat.
So much better.
So much better.
So go for froyo when you can.
Absolutely.
Go for frozen yogurt.
Absolutely. So huge difference, even though one might look bigger or smaller, and that's also not always intuitive.
Okay, very cool.
And
or
finally,
try and make it as plain as possible, too.
Absolutely.
That's tip.
And this, you don't even put a drizzle of chocolate sauce, you're going to be doing better.
Right.
Finally, we go to the Subway. So this is always interesting because we know that tuna is healthy, right?
Yes.
But we've all heard lately, be careful of tuna. Why? Because it's packed in oil and also made with mayonnaise. So here we have a 6-inch grain sub. So right away you think, oh, grain sub, it's got to be healthier for you. Bread, veggies, 620 calories, 39 grams of fat.
620 actually is surprising to me.
Not bad. Okay, but wait, not bad for a sandwich, but that's a lot.
That's a little bitty sub.
And the amount of tuna in there might be 3/4 of a can. You could be eating 5 cans of tuna packed in water for that one sandwich.
Really?
Yeah. So in other words, mixed in water, mix it with a little bit of light mayo, and make your own sandwich at home, but be careful when you go into the restaurants.
So they're using the tuna packed in oil, are you saying?
Absolutely. And then
does it taste better? Is that why?
It tastes better, it's fattier, and that makes you want to come back for more. Remember, we're addicted to fat, salt, and sugar.
I know I am. Stop looking at me like that.
I am too. We need a cleanse.
Hard.
It's very hard. But guess what? You can have, and this is again counterintuitive, steak and cheese sub for only 380 calories versus the 620. 9 grams of fat versus the 39 grams of fat. I love the beef is rare. It's really trimmed. No fat. You're doing better than the tuna.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
So I find it really tough because you do shock me every time you're on, and you know, I'm really happy that you have created this book.
I'm so excited.
Even the picture on the front, you'll be surprised about what is better for you and what is worse. The best thing about all this, though, is that you're getting one. You're all going to get the book. Take it with you everywhere you go. Let's go to break. More coming up.